even with them going. Like I've realized, at every level you realize, oh, there's a new priority. Oh, there's things that I used to worry about I don't have time to worry about anymore. It's not that I don't, but you just can't. There's just certain things at each level that you can't do anymore. You have to turn loose of because you have new things, right? Well, when it comes to sponsoring, I promise you, yeah, hi, okay, poor wireless connection, my butt. The problem was I was in my driveway and, oh, there's the number. Okay. I was in my driveway and so I'm just outside of the Wi-Fi. So it was like trying to tap me into the Wi-Fi, but then I only had one bar. Dumb thing. So then I just drove around the corner. It's fine. So now we're fine. All right. So, sponsoring. I'm telling you, those of you who have issues with sponsoring, which is like 99.9% of you, we all want to be better at sponsoring. Everybody wants to be better at sponsoring. You get nervous sponsoring? What? You think everybody doesn't get nervous sponsoring? Hate to tell you. Everybody gets nervous sponsoring. Everybody gets nervous talking about it. The difference between those who sponsor and those who don't is the ones who get nervous about it do it anyway. And the more they do it, the easier it gets. Doesn't mean you still don't get nervous, but the easier it gets and the more it rolls off your tongue, okay? So here's what I realized. So like I was saying, I don't always know what I'm going to talk about, sometimes not even until the night before. Like I would love to be able to advertise what's going to be next week sooner because I probably would get more viewers, but I don't always know. And so this week, the common theme was really, that's a weird lighting thing. The common theme really was sponsoring. I'm like glowing or something. It's and not in a good way. There we go. That's better. The common theme was sponsoring. And here's what I realized is missing. This is what I realized is missing with most people. You need to have your thing that you rattle off the top of your head. Okay, your little saying, you could call it, some people call it your 30-second commercial. 30 seconds is too long. Ain't nobody got time for 30 seconds, okay? You have to have something that you say to people that is so second nature. You have practiced it so much that you automatically know what to say. And it's not, the reason I say I don't want it to be 30 seconds is because then it sounds too much like you're doing a commercial, like you're doing an ad. Okay? And you don't want that, okay? I want you to be a real person. I want you to be a human person, right? So this is where your work comes in, okay? You have to work to get the results that you want. This is a job. This is a job. And I guarantee you that you've had jobs in the past where your boss has asked you to do things that you really were like, oh, I don't want to do this. It makes me nervous. This is not my favorite thing. But you did it anyway because you had to do it, right? And then the more you did it, the more it was like, oh, it's not a big deal. But then like somebody new would start and then they have to like do the thing. And then they're all like, oh my God, I hate doing the thing. And you're like, yeah, I know. I don't like doing the thing either. It's not my favorite part, but just keep doing it and you'll be fine and you'll get used to it, right? So if you would do that for someone else, for someone else's business, someone else that's the boss, why wouldn't you do that for yourself? Being self-employed is a challenge all on its own because you have to be a self-starter and a self-motivator, okay? You're a business owner. You're the only one that's going to pay the price if you don't do the work, right? And we can't complain for the results we don't get for the work we do not do. Am I right? So here's what your homework is. This is what you're going to do. You're going to sit down and you're going to write out. And the first time you write it out, it's not going to be perfect, okay? It's going to be all over the place. And it's going to be way too much words, okay? You like my English? It's going to be way too much words. You're going to write out what you would say to somebody. Let's just, in your head, pretend you're at Starbucks, okay? I know it's hard for you to imagine being in line at Starbucks. And somebody next to you says, ugh, I have no business spending $5 on a cup of coffee because my oldest just went off to college. But mama needs a latte. They just start up a conversation, okay? Now, This person has just told you she could use a little extra money, okay? So, and this scenario can be anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you start tuning your ears to listening to people when they are talking about financial issues, or they talk about they just got laid off, car just broke down, need a new car, needed this, needed that, you know, whatever. Dance lessons, baseball lessons, baseball is expensive. Whatever it is, okay? Start tuning your ears to pay attention. Because I would bet you, every single one of you listening right now has had a moment when your intuition was like, oh, this is it. Tell her about the opportunity. Tell her about the opportunity. And you froze. And you're like, oh, but I don't know what to say. I'm going to word vomit all over her. Like, it's going to be, that sounds so gross. But, you know, it's going to be too much. I'm going to freeze. I'm not going to say the right thing. Oh, my God, I'm not going to say the right thing. And then she's not going to join. And then I'm going to look stupid. And then it's going to put her on the spot. It's going to put me on the spot. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And then she walks away. And then you're like, ah! And you're kicking yourself because you didn't do a thing, okay? Again, I know I'm going to hear people say, gosh, Sherry, how'd you know that? It's like you were talking right to me. It's because I'm not psychic. Well, a little bit, but I'm not really psychic. It's because that is what we all deal with. We all deal with it. It's normal. It's called being human, okay? We're going to correct this. So you're going to sit down and you're going to write out, I want you to do this today. We're not going to put this off till tomorrow. You're going to do this today. You're going to sit down and you're going to be like, okay, if I'm in line at Starbucks and somebody just strikes up a conversation with me and talks about something that oh, you know, financially, or makes a comment about something financial, you know, they've got no business spending money on a Starbucks coffee, what would I say to them? Now, I'm going to give you a hint. Those of you who watch me regularly might remember me talking about probe, align, and raise, okay? Probing means finding something, asking questions to find something in common with people. I do this automatically. I didn't realize that's what it was called or what I was doing, but like if I go to a party or I meet somebody new, I'm asking them questions because I always believe that, you know, when you meet people, it's not random. Like, I love the whole, like, 6 degrees of separation. Like, we're all connected within 6 people if you really figure it out. So I'm wanting to know, where do you live? Where'd you go to school? Like, what brings you here? How do you know them? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I used to work with them. Blah, blah. Oh, you did? Oh, my other girlfriend worked there too. Oh, I'm always trying to find something in common, okay? That's probe. Well, you don't have to probe that person. I've got all kinds of jokes in my head right now. I'm not even going to go there. But you don't have to probe that person because they've already told you something about themselves, okay? So that part's done for you. I'm not even asking you to bring up a conversation. I'm asking you to listen. And when the opportunity presents itself, I'm showing you how to seize the moment, okay? So they've already told you something about themselves. All you have to do right now is step 2, which is align with them. How do you align with somebody? Well, have you ever been in a situation where you needed extra money? Hi, everybody in the universe. Here's what you say. Hello, isn't that the truth? Have a conversation. You don't have to spit it all out. You could say something, one sentence, and then let them respond. It's called a conversation, okay? You could say, yeah, I know what you mean. See if they say anything back, okay? Or you could say, yeah, I remember a time not long ago that I had to ration out my Starbucks. I could only afford 1 cup of coffee a week. Let her go. Let her say something. Maybe she laughs. Maybe she says, oh, yeah, I've been there too, you know, but whatever. She says something back, okay? Now, here's the raise part, okay? So you don't have to probe because you're listening. You're aligning with her, meaning you're finding a common denominator. And basically when you say and you agree with her, the reason it's aligning is because you're letting her know, I'm just like you. We're connected. We have something in common. And now you're going to raise her to the next level. And what's the next level? You could say something like, we were really, yeah, I know what you mean. We were really in a tight spot not long ago. Thank God I figured out how to have a business and work from my phone. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. You're having a conversation. Because I'm going to tell you something. And those of you who are doing Deb Erickson, have hired her for coaching or training or anything like that, she will tell you, she tells you this all the time. People are only going to hear about 10 to 20% of what you tell them. But if somebody is asking you the question, they're wide open because they want to know. It's not you just giving them something that goes over their head. They want to know. So you want to get it to the point where someone says, what do you do? That's what you're trying to do. All you're trying to do is have a conversation with somebody and plant the tiniest seed so that they would say, oh, what do you do? That's a pretty common question when someone's having a conversation. If someone said to me, yeah, before I started working from my phone, I couldn't even afford 1 cup of coffee a week. Oh, really? What do you do? That's just like, right? That just flows off. I would say that to somebody. That's just normal human behavior. That's the very logical next step that somebody's going to say to you. Oh, really? What do you do? Oh, I show women how to build a business from their phone. Because that's what you do. That's what you do. Because here's what we know. It's not about makeup. It's not about what you sell at all, okay? It really isn't. It's about the business. It's about the business of it. It's about the opportunity of it. Because we all know women who work this business who don't wear makeup very often. We all know women, thousands of women, who make really good income, go live on Facebook, and don't wear a lot of makeup. Okay? You don't have to. You don't have to be the expert. You don't have to know it all. You just have to know where to find the information. I made some of my biggest, best sales when I worked behind the counter when the customer thought I was brand new. When the customer thought that I didn't know it all off the top of my head, because I did. When she thought that I didn't know the line that well and that I was new and that I was researching and getting the information for her, she just wants the information. You don't have to rattle it off the top of your head. If you direct her to where the information is on your website, that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. People just want someone to show them where to go, okay? So, yeah, I work from my phone. Oh, really? What do you do? Oh, I show other women how to work from their phone. Listen, and then this is what I always say. I have my cards handy. Always have your cards handy. I like Blitz cards, to be honest. Blitz cards are amazing because they're bigger. It's not going to get lost like a business card. It's not going to get, like for me, people give me a lot of business cards and I put them where I put all the business cards and they're just all in there together. Nothing's really special. I give her a Blitz card that talks about the opportunity on it and I say, listen, sister, you can work this as much or as little as you want and you work from your phone. Check out this website. If this speaks to you, text me. Text me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. No pressure. What do you have? You get lattes? I'm thinking a latte today. Like, I move on. I move on. You have not put yourself in a corner where she has to say yes or no. You don't have to feel uncomfortable. She doesn't have to feel uncomfortable. Everyone is happy and kumbaya, okay? You've just made a new friend. Next time you see her, say hello. Say hi. You don't have to talk about the business all the time. You don't. You don't. Okay? But you need to have those 3 sentences. I don't want it more than 3 because you're not going to be able to remember it. 3 sentences that you either say all at once or you kind of have a back and forth, you know, and you'll know. It depends on where you are in line, right? If you're closer to the front of the line, you don't have a lot of time. You're going to have to say it. But then you still have to wait for your drink, right? So she'll still be with you. You're still on the little journey together. You'll still have time. Back and forth. As much back and forth as you can have, the better. It's the same thing like Facebook, you know? The more back and forth in comments that you can have, the better the algorithm, the more they're going to see your stuff. Same thing with Facebook Messenger. The more back and forth you have, the more Facebook is like, oh, they really are friends. Okay? I want you to get those 3 sentences. I want you to just first write it out. And it could just be a little paragraph, okay? Oh, yes. Sorry. Thank you, April, for telling me. Yeah, Blitz cards are like a postcard. And then you've got your business cards. But I like the postcard. But that's my line that I always say. Here, girlfriend. I don't know these people. I don't care. I talk to people. It's kind of my thing. It entertains me. I like to talk to people that I've just met like we've been friends forever. Because it confuses them. And they're like, oh, well, I feel like I know her, but do I know her? You know, and I'm just like, it just makes me giggle. So, but I go, well, hi. Okay, seriously, take this card. When you get a minute, go to this website. And if anything on here speaks to you, let me know. Because I show women how to build a business from their phone every single day. It's what I do. It's what I do. And work it as much or as little as you want. Now, did I mention one word about what comes in the kit? Those of you that are in my team probably saw in the team page last night, I did a whole thing about the presenter kit. Do not sell the kit. Do not sell the kit, okay? The kit is like $439 worth of makeup for $99. I wish it was $300 worth of makeup for $99. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I don't want somebody who really should be a customer buying the kit. Because they have just blocked me from all of their friends and family and all of their contacts. There is someone in their world who is looking to make a little extra money. There is somebody who needs extra money and can't get a second job or doesn't want to leave their kids in daycare, okay? If they buy the kit, I cannot access those people, okay? Even if she says, well, I have no intention of selling, and you're thinking, well, she has no intention of selling. I can contact her people. Yeah, try that. Try that one. And then one of her peeps buys $300 worth of stuff. Yeah. Suddenly, your messages are going to light up and she's going to be ticked off because she was planning on selling. She was just going to reach out to that person. Yeah, right. Yeah. I've seen it happen lots and lots of times. I'm saying if someone is not interested in building a business, sell them a collection. Sell them a collection. Start them an online party. Sell them a collection. Most collections, they're almost to earning free stuff. Say, I'm going to help you get some stuff for free. Because if you join my team, then I'm going to be up your butt 24/7, goosing you to sell. And you know what? Nobody wants that. I would be so bold. I would be so bold. Okay? Now, look at me thinking I needed my notes. Apparently I studied. Let me just make sure we've reviewed everything. So you're going to write your homework. You're going to write out that paragraph, and it's going to suck. It's going to suck the first time you write it out. Let's be prepared. Prepare yourself mentally and emotionally. It's going to suck, and it's going to be way too wordy. And then you're going to go back, and you're going to take your red pen, and you're going to edit. Okay? And if you have girlfriends in here, do it together. Edit each other's stuff. Figure out, okay, I don't need 15 sentences because you're not going to be able to remember it. Is there anything I can combine? How do I whittle it down? What message am I trying to send? Okay. She's already told you. I've cut out the probe. There's no probing. She's already told you she's having, mentioned something about money. You need to find a common denominator. How do you find a common denominator? Yeah. Hi, that was me this time last year. I mean, make it be the truth, okay? That was me this time last year. Or, yeah. Hi, been there. See what she says back. If she doesn't say anything back, you can simply say, if I hadn't started working from my phone, the only reason you can say this, the only reason I can afford Starbucks is because I started working from my phone. I started a business from my phone. How easy is that? But then when you're curling your hair, when you're putting your lashes on, you need to be practicing. Practice. Okay? And it's only 3 sentences. You're going to whittle it down. And then you're going to practice so that the next time an opportunity presents itself, you will not miss that opportunity. Okay? Now, 1 out of 15, 1 out of 20 people will contact you. Prepare yourself. It's okay. But you did your job. You didn't miss an opportunity. And what I always say, that which is for you will not pass you. It is your job to do the things, okay? I always believe it's my job to do the things. And it's baby Jesus' job to bring the opportunities to me. If you do not take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you, they will stop coming. Right? They will stop coming. Anytime an opportunity presents itself, inside of me, my adrenaline goes crazy because I'm like, oh my God, this is an opportunity. Okay, it's a test. I can't let it go. I have to say something. I don't want to say something, but you have to say something, but I'm really tired, but it doesn't matter, but you don't have makeup on, but who cares? It's here. I have to say something. So then I say something, and even if you trip over your words, who freaking cares? Is she your teacher and is she grading you? No, she's not grading you. You're just having a conversation. Okay? You can't pass up those opportunities because they will go away. And you can't, here's the thing. For people who don't sponsor very often, when they talk to somebody, they expect that person is going to join. Those who sponsor a lot, this is funny. Those who sponsor a lot know when they talk to somebody about the opportunity, the odds are that person is not going to join. The more you do it, the more you realize you're just supposed to go through the motions and then just let people join as they will, okay? You don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? You're talking to 12, 15 people in person a week, just in your travels to Target and to just normal places and to Jamba Juice, okay? You're talking with people and it'll happen or it won't. But if you're consistently talking to people, you don't have to put all your eggs in that one basket. You would love for everybody to join, but they're not going to. But it's okay because I'm still talking to people, and next week I'm talking to more people, and the next week I'm talking to more people. And on and on and on and on. I just had someone join my team out of the blue, didn't know she was going to do it. She was one of my very first customers, like in the first 2 weeks that I joined Younique 4 years ago. And she just joined. You don't ever know when those opportunities, when those seeds are going to sprout. And that's why you have to keep planting them. Because if you're only asking one person a month, you will never sponsor anybody. Nobody. Okay. All right. I think I did it all, peeps. I think it did it all. Oh, here's some scenarios that I wrote down. Here's a sentence. And I don't care. Copy me. I don't care. But I would like for you to kind of do some work on your own because you need to be able to help your team do this as well, okay? You need to learn your skills. Up your game, people. Here's one. If I hadn't figured out a way to work from my phone, I don't know where we would be. That's legit. That's a true story right here. Sherry Brown, true story. That's me. If I hadn't figured out a way to work from my phone, I don't know where we would be. That's a comma. That's not a period. That's one sentence. That counts as one. If I hadn't figured out a way to work from my phone, I don't know where we would be. I was in the exact same boat. I learned how to build a business from my phone, and it took so much pressure off our shoulders. I learned to work a business from my phone. Oh, it took so much pressure off our shoulders. Is that salesy? No. Talking about myself, I'm telling my story. Hand him a card. Here, if it speaks to you, call me. I will help you. I will show you how to do this. I show women how to do this. Hand him a card. I show women how to do this every day. When she says, what do you do? Oh, here, hand her a card. I show women how to build a business from their phone every single day. I would be happy to show you. It's so much easier than you think. It's simple. Hold on. Oh, here's a good one. This was a good one. Things were popping into my head last night and I was writing them down. I said, oh, my girlfriend saved me. She showed me how to work from my phone. So that's what I do now to support my family. Or you could say, that's what I do now to pay for college. That's what I do now to pay for baseball, pay for dance, like wherever you are. Say, oh, somebody says, oh, this coffee is so expensive. Yeah. My girlfriend saved me. She showed me how to build a business from my phone, and hi, that's paying for my coffee. It pays for my coffee. That's it. That's it. You didn't tell her what you did. Let her ask. If she doesn't ask, it's fine. It's fine. That which is for you will not pass you. Okay, did I have another one? No, I did it all. I got it all, peeps. I got it all. All right. Sherry Brown Barbara. What am I? Barbara. You are so funny. You can get in your back office under business supplies, where you get the business cards, you can get the Blitz cards. And there's like smaller ones and there's bigger ones. I'm just saying, it tells them a little more about the business than just a regular business card. And I just feel like I have regular business cards. There's a time and a place for it. If it's somebody that you don't know, the Blitz card, like if you really don't know them, the Blitz card is great. And if you don't know if you're ever going to see them again, the Blitz card is great. If you're in a women, like I recently joined a women's networking group, and it's a monthly meeting. I'm going to see them next month. I'm in the Facebook group. They know how to get a hold of me. Those people, I can just give them my business card that has my website on it, right? Okay. All right, my loves. Well, listen, happy Labor Day weekend to you. Happy September. It is hotter than a fox here at 11:30 in the morning. It's 106 degrees, me no likey. But those of you that are having fall weather and you're whipping out your pumpkin spice lattes, I'd like to punch you in the throat right now. I'd love me a little sweater. But anyways, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Here is to an amazing September. Take my advice, front load September. Front load. You don't want to wait to the last minute. Those of you that were killing yourself last night, trying to hit your promotions, let's not do that every month, okay? Let's not do that every month. Start this month strong so that you're hitting your promotions third week of the month, right? And you've got a nice little extra week for cushion. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much. If you found value, please feel free to share as always. And I will see you next Friday. Actually, next week. Listen, next week. I'm not going to be around on Friday. I am going to do a Wednesday Facebook Live, but I will advertise it. So stay tuned. It means I have to come up with my topic a lot sooner. If there's a topic you would like for me to cover, please go ahead and post it in the comments, okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.